So the 49ers offense was full of plays where like they're leaving yards on the field. You're wondering what's going on. We haven't seen this all season. It was kind of like Murphy's Law for the 49ers defense too, because they had 9 drives if you take out the first half, the drive before the end of the first half. And they basically made a mistake on every drive except 2. But in this video, I only want to point out the plays where the 49ers defenders slipped. And you can tell, watch Jordan Love right here. Like, he can't grip the ball. So it wasn't just Brock Purdy who was struggling. There were, I counted 4, 5, 6 plays we're going to go over here where the 49ers defender just lost their footing. Look at that. Watch number 2. Watch Deommodore Lenoir, who played a hell of a game, by the way. Here he is right here in the slot. He's going to come downhill. He is unblocked. He has a chance to make a tackle, and he just can't get his footing. And that happened time and time again. So like the 49ers, they were giving the Packers free yards, whether it's penalties, but there are a few instances where right here, dead to rights, and he just can't stay on his feet. So just, again, a very one-off, outlier. This game, just, I don't know how much you can take away from it because of plays like that. All right, then on the very next play, bottom of the screen. So condensed tight end. You have Mooney Ward. You have Dre Greenlaw as a linebacker to the play side. He's head up on the running back. So the tight end's going to stay in a block, and Ward's going to find work. Let's speed it up here. So when Ward doesn't have any receiver to cover, he's going to look for work, right? He's trying to find somebody to guard. Tight end comes out late, and look at Greenlaw. This is 3rd and 2. Now just watch him. 3rd and 2. He falls. And they pick up the first down. How do you account for that when you're leading up to the game planning? Like his eyes are in the right spot. He wants to go to Tucker Kraft, I imagine. I know both receivers went opposite directions, and maybe that threw him off. But we've literally never seen this in a 17-game sample size this season. All right, so this is the matchup you want. Bottom of the screen, you have Mooney Ward going against Romeo Doubs. You have your all-pro corner against a wide receiver. You're going to take that matchup every day of the week. But there's another slippage, and this is 3rd down. So instead of getting off the field, your cornerback falls. And to be fair, I think this is more about Mooney's eyes being in the backfield. You just watch him. He's staring. And then he reaches, he grabs, and then he's just off balance when he goes to cut. Loses his feet out from underneath him. So, I mean, the conditions were clearly affecting the 49ers and way more than it did the Packers. If you watch Ward's feet, like you have to have your feet underneath you, especially in these situations. Like in general as a DB, if your feet aren't underneath you, you're going to have trouble cutting. But right here, his feet are outside of his frame and he's looking in the backfield. So just, double whammy here. And they give up another explosive play. So there's 3 plays, right? Explosive play, a first down, and then 7-8 yard gain just because the 49ers couldn't keep their footing. All right, so here's 2nd and 11. Bottom of the screen again, this is the Packers are going to run a swing play, and Greenlaw loses footing again. This is more, hat tip to the Packers. They clearly have, a little misdirection going on, and then they have to the bottom of the screen. They have the numbers, and then basically against Greenlaw. So Ward accounts for the wide receiver. They take the safety out to the play side, taking the tight end. So now it's just 1-on-2. And as soon as he falls, again, now it's 0-on-2. And they're able to get another easy first down. If you just watch this play, I'm not saying that Greenlaw is going to make a tackle for loss, but if he keeps his footing, the way I'll show you plenty of plays in this game, the way he comes downhill, he closes ground in a hurry. But we don't get to see it because he's not on his feet. So this play, I don't think it's sustainable next week. Think about the quarterback the Lions have. Think about the quarterback the Packers have. So the 49ers have an unblocked rusher. Chase Young, bottom of the screen. Jordan Love does a good job of just kind of, sidestepping, moving around in the pocket. Goff is a statue. Goff is not going to move. Goff is not going to make half the plays that Jordan Love was able to make the play. They don't pick up a first down here, but if we watch the linebacker, again, same linebacker, it's maybe he needed to change cleats. But here's Dre Greenlaw going to change directions. And look at his feet. Look what happens. It's like he's on ice skating. ice skating rink. Just no shot. Really bizarre. But it was consistent, especially for 57. All right, here we go, top of the screen. The Packers, this is just a great call by Matt LaFleur. They're going to play into the 49ers' hand and, use their aggressiveness against them, which they did all game, and they did a really good job of that all game. But more slippage. This time, Tayshaun Gibson's the safety to the top of the screen. And as soon as he, recognizes that it's not a screen and it's actually, just a pump, once he goes to change directions, there goes his feet. In my mind, like if I'm Gibson, and it's so much easier to do this after the fact, but I don't understand why he is triggering downhill. And when I say trigger, I mean just, coming down toward the ball carrier when he doesn't have that responsibility. So they have a linebacker underneath. They have a cornerback who's probably responsible for this outside receiver. So assuming that Gibson's responsible for number 2, it should be, slow, steady, creep, because he's the only deep threat, right? He's the only player responsible for any deep route that the Packers run. And instead, him triggering and then having to change direction for the second time in 3-4 steps, and you can see his footing there, just doesn't stand a chance at all. So, only a handful of plays, but as you can see, these plays impacted the scoreboard, impacted field position, gave the Packers yards, first downs, kept them ahead of the chains. Like, all these were very important, very critical to the game and the outcome of the game. So I'm going to get into the defense more, from the run defense, pass defense, red zone. There was a lot to take away. It was a really fun game to break down and watch. So I'm going to keep digging into the defensive side of the ball because I think this side was more fascinating than anything.